Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast, proudly presented by Little Caesars. 15% off any online order. Enter promo code SAVE15. Code LCFREECC. Free crazy combo with any pizza purchase. All right, with Jason Shearer, I'm Mike Luke. We got the comments coming in hot and heavy already. We got Dylan Kaiser coming on for a guest segment here at about 11:10 or so. He's a good pal of Kobe, and a pal of Kobe is a friend of all of us. So, all right, we got a lot to get to this show. But first, Shearer, how you doing, buddy? I heard you were at a wrestling match last night.
I was. Brielle won her first match ever and pinned a girl on her birthday. It was awesome.
All right. Yes, I was going to say, were you a proud father?
I was very proud.
I mean, yes. I mean, seriously, that's pretty impressive stuff. Yeah. Would she? Does she practice her wrestling moves on you?
No, she did it on. We practiced a little bit, but she did on Aurora, and she like ragdolled Aurora. It was awesome.
She just throw her all around and stuff.
Yeah,
I get it. All right, now, we're going to talk Tommy Lloyd and where he is nationally amongst the coaches. We're going to talk about portal players. We're going to talk about mid majors. We're going to talk about some of my dad doing some. Work for me. Yes, we're going to talk with Dylan Kaiser here shortly. We're going to talk some baseball on this show and compare the 13-14 team to this Arizona team right now. But first, all right, I got a story for you. So it's a pretty good story. I love my dad. He's the best person I've ever met. That being said, he can drive me crazy at times. I've been trying to get a car dealership on the show for a long time, and my dad's become friendly with Jim Click. And so I've been asking him, I'm like, hey, Dad, can you maybe introduce me to Jim Click? And then he's like, oh, I don't really feel comfortable doing it. All right, whatever. So Jim Click, it's a very well-known thing. Jim Click sells all of his dealerships here, a couple weeks ago, something like that. Congratulations. And then my dad messages me yesterday and said, hey, I just talked with Jim Click and told him about your show. Thank you, Dad. It's a little late, but thank you.
I mean, the deal hasn't closed yet, has it?
I was going to say, maybe Jim Click's going to cancel the deal because of the strength of the AZ12 podcast. Yeah. I mean, come on. Hey,
they'll reconsider.
All right, so we got a lot to get to this, too. All right, first, let's talk a little bit about, I almost said Henry Lloyd. Tommy Lloyd nationally. Henry Lloyd sounds like a car dealer. All right, so Tommy Lloyd nationally.
What's Lloyd's name in Dumb and Dumber? Is it just Lloyd?
No, it's Lloyd Christmas. Lloyd Christmas and Harry Dunn.
That's what I did. I combined them.
And you could just say Harry Christmas. Okay, So, all right, now let's talk a little bit about Tommy Lloyd and where we are. Are you related to Bill Luke? He sells used cars. No, I'm not related to Bill Luke. I'm also not related to Luke Air Force Base, but whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay, so first, let's talk a little Tommy Lloyd, my friend. Before we get into our rankings and where he is nationally, we need to understand how lucky we are to have Tommy Lloyd as the coach. I mean, I think most people get it, but he is a guy that basically marries everything perfectly in that he's a good dude. His roster construction is good. He learns and he just does. I mean, he gets better each year. He also figures out a little bit of, what his roster needs to look like. He has improved every single year, Sheer.
Yeah, I think it's important that he adjusts and he adapts. And we've said in previous years, a lot of times coaches will just do the same thing over and over again until it works. Right. And that's not Tommy. He's going to adjust. Now he still has things that he likes that maybe other coaches don't. Two bigs, for instance. A lot of coaches don't play two bigs, but it's a thing where it's important to adapt. It's important to build his roster. I like the way he constructs his roster. He's not a transfer portal merchant, right? I'm a big Tommy guy.
All right, now, a lot of people are asking about Bryce James. There is no new news on Bryce James. Sweaty Javelina, you're my guy. But is Bryce James not good enough for U of A? And I know there's this thing going out there where a guy was saying that he could have gone to Dartmouth or Duquesne or, so one of those,
Yeah, he could have.
Yeah, he could have, for sure. But nothing that is happening with Arizona is not what was in the plan with the James family. It was very, very well understood that he was going to redshirt. If he came to the U of A, and that's exactly what he did, obviously.
Yeah, this wasn't something that caught the James family by surprise. It was 100% part of the conversations right from the official visit that they took. There's a plan for him. He's improved. Tommy Lloyd doesn't BS, so when he says he thinks Bryce will eventually become a contributor, I believe it. The only reason I think the redshirt thing is news is because this is probably the first time that Tommy's admitted it. But it's like, dude, it's February 4th and the kid hasn't played. What else is he doing?
Well, right. And what I like about Bryce James as well is this isn't a charity scholarship, I think, big picture, and that it's somebody that I think you can see. I haven't been able to use the term charity scholarship in a minute. I like it. Yeah, bringing it back. But what I'll say, though, is it's not exactly a secret that, I think he can actually play at this level. I really do. Kobe L is in the comments. Kobe, Dylan's going to be on here in a little bit. I'll say this though about Bryce. He's 6'4", 6'5". He's a really good shooter. He's got a good feel for the game. Is he an NBA player, an MNBA player? Probably not. I don't know, maybe. But he's a guy that it's easy to see being a contributor in year 3 or 4. As long as they're cool with that, I got no problem with it. Here's what I think ideally is kind of Bryce James's career trajectory. In that he redshirts this year, he gets some spot minutes next year, where you come in and, he plays a little bit here and there. And then I think by year 3, you're like, okay, this is a 15 to 17 minute per game guy. Then as a junior, he's good enough to be a starter. I think that is the ideal career trajectory.
Yeah. I mean, you work your way up, you work hard, and it's always like, and we said it before, like I go back to like Emmanuel Steven, right? Who was just dying to play. And finally the coaches were like, fine. But they didn't want to play him. They said
Right.
There's a process. Our process is redshirt. And he transferred because he didn't want the process. Like they would have kept him.
Right.
And he wanted to play right away because he didn't want to follow the process. Well, now he's averaging, what is he averaging? 4 points and 4 rebounds at an awful UNLV school.
All right, real quick, I want to say something that I don't like saying, but I think we need to say.
Did you watch that game last night?
Yes, I did.
I've never seen anything like that. Have you?
I've watched a few. We're going to talk USC as well, and my guy Elijah Arenas. He gonna get it. But so the first thing that I want to say though Josh Pastner. I will never understand this. How is Josh Pastner a assistant coach under Lute Olson and John Calipari for almost his entire life, and he gets to college and he has no clue how to be a head coach? And I like Josh Pastner. He is a great guy. But I do not understand how he has gotten to this level and has still not figured out how to coach here.
Yeah, okay. So this goes back to my thing before. I'm not convinced he doesn't know how to coach. I get what you're saying. I don't think he's like a really good coach or anything, but he's the guy going back to Memphis. Even his roster construction's terrible. Right.
I'm gonna have 5-6-6 wings.
When you look at Tommy, you could very clearly see the roster construction. I want this, and this. Josh Pastner oftentimes, especially like when he was at Memphis, remember it was all the same dude. It was
right. It literally everybody was like Chris Douglas Roberts, and we're gonna have 5 of them.
Yeah, it's just his roster construction, and like you look at their team now because I watched that. If no one saw the end of that game last night, they blew a 7-point lead in 30 seconds.
It was in like 28 seconds.
I'm not exaggerating. They blew a 7-point lead in 30 seconds.
It was like
You look at their roster, Mike, like their starting center is who I just said, Emmanuel Steven, right? You can't start Emmanuel Steven at center.
Well,
right? Like
I know, I agree.
Like just they have I like Gibbs Lawthorne. I think he's good. That's probably it.
All right, but here's what I guess I don't understand, though, about Pastner, and then we're going to get to Tommy Lloyd and national stuff. But here's what I guess I don't get about Josh Pastner is look at Sean Miller. Sean Miller took a year off from coaching, and he's like, I spent a lot of time taking, some personal inventory of my coaching. I realized that if I get certain players, I got to be able to get up and down, be a little bit more loose offensively. And you watch and you see what he's doing, and he certainly did that. You look at Tommy Lloyd each year. After the second year's team, he's like, all right, we got to get tougher. We need guys that can make plays off the bounce. He did all that, continues to improve. Pastner is like stuck in quicksand. He is the exact same coach or the exact same roster constructor that he was 30 years ago, like 15 years ago. I just don't get it because he's a very smart guy. He is no dummy whatsoever. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, so I love Josh, so it's hard for me to.
No, I get it. I like Josh too.
But yeah, like it's weird. It's weird.
I don't get it. All right, now let's get into Tommy Lloyd, though. National coach rankings right now. Now, we're going to go under 2 things. We're going to have a list of is Tommy Lloyd under 50?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, I don't know. Let me
Somebody look up how old is Tommy Lloyd. This is the kind of show prep we do on this show.
He's 51.
All right, we're gonna rank our coaches 51 and under so that we can include Tommy Lloyd in there. But we're also going to rank coaches nationally as well. Sure. Were you gonna say something?
I was saying, is it now? Or is it?
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about this. All right, we'll say we're going to do this. We're going to do now, and then we're going to do future rankings. We'll do our top 5 now, and then we're going to do our top 5 future rankings. How about that?
I respect it.
Or we could do our top 10 now, and then our top 5 future rankings. What say you? Is your list long enough?
I just do this on top of my head because I.
Yeah, you're amazing. Yeah. I mean, you got to store something in that noggin. Okay.
Go ahead. Whatever you need, I got it for you.
All right. Let's get a couple. Let's get a couple. Yeah, let's get a couple reads in here first, and then we are going to get to this.
Mr. Showbread.
All right, Casino del Sol. We are incredibly happy to have Casino del Sol on here. Let's see, February 21st at 1 p.m. Eat, drink, bet with Mike and Jason. Sportsbook inside Casino del Sol. We need to have everybody there. La Jolla, Dennis Walsh, I need you and Jerry Reyes and A. Mort and Kai to show up there. AZ12 watch party. We got to pack this place. We got to make it look good. We got to make me look good. I need all the help in the world making myself look good. So everybody, come out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some good deals there as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Check it out. Everybody, put this in your calendar. Talk with the missus. Okay. What else we got? All right. Dylan's about to see something here that he might not have ever seen before. Welcome to the Rock. Share your. Green Valley Decorative Rock, man. We'll explain that when you come on the show, Dylan. All right, yes, let it out, Mike. All right, here's the deal. East of Benson, Sierra Vista, west of Marana, south of Nogales, north of Oracle. Man, if we ever see a rock company going around that's not Green Valley Decorative Rock, we're going to have some words for them. 2 convenient locations, Tucson plus Green Valley. Again, 50+ locally sourced landscaping materials, serving residents and contractors. Check it out. Green Valley Decorative Rock, they just had their best month on record. Keep it going. Back the rock. They're not just in Green Valley. They're in Tucson. You guys all know that. All right. We got one more. All right, Dennis Walsh says, I might take today's static and make it sleeping background noise. Okay, now Comfort X HVAC. Tucson's local HVAC. Now, Anthony Gimino, have you kicked him out of your homeowners association yet, Sheer?
It's an active investigation, I'll tell you that.
All right, yes, exactly. All right, well, either way, they saved him $2,000. They can save that for you as well. Call 520-222-7012. Service and maintenance, emergency repairs, installation, replacements, indoor air quality, mini splits duct. This is the time of year to get it. Our good pal Kobe doesn't have air conditioning, and I think that it is a shame. We need to get Kobe air conditioning. But again, also, call 520-222-7012. It's about to get hot. Make sure they check it out. And again, they can come out and check you out as well. Okay. All right, Tommy Lloyd. Where is Tommy Lloyd then in the grand scheme of things in national coaches? So let's go with our national coaches right now. And no, we're not going to do that, Shane Simmons. No, I'm not going to even read that. Okay. But all right. The best coach in college basketball by a good margin is Danny Hurley. I almost said Bobby Hurley. Is Danny Hurley. He's the best roster constructor in the country. He gets the most out of his teams. If you give him the best team in the country, they're likely going to win the national championship. He's absolutely awesome. He is, he can go down as one of the best college basketball coaches of all time. He's that good.
He will, I think. I mean, look, Danny Hurley's my guy. That's who I'm choosing number one. Also,
really.
It's funny. It kind of goes back to argument. How could you learn blah, 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 like what we were saying before? How could Danny Hurley be so much of a better coach than Bobby Hurley?
I always say this, and I'm going to use this comparison. It is the best comparison I can ever think of. It is like Bob Stoops and Mike Stoops.
Yeah.
You watch Bob Stoops?
Yeah. Mike Stoops is a pretty good coach, though.
No, he wasn't.
Mike Stoops at Arizona was better than Bobby Hurley's ever been at ASU.
Not really. I bet you if you were to look at their records, Mike Stoops never had a team that finished in the top 25. They got progressively worse over his time here. He was very good. Jimino always says this. He was very good to get a team from point A to point B. He was never going to get you to that next point.
I suppose.
Are you looking up his record?
His record was 41-50. He was 9 games under 500.
Yeah. What was he in conference?
27-38.
That's not good.
3 bowl games, baby. That's 3 postseason appearances.
Yeah, all right. Well, they guard you as that as well. I'm just saying that they are similar. You agree that they are pretty similar, actually.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, but both guys are maniacs, and then you got this brother that's just kind of the cool, collected guy, and it is what it is. All right, now at number 2, I'm going K-Samp. I'm gonna go Kelvin Sampson. I know.
I'm saying, wow, we agree.
Oh, you agree? Oh, I thought you were going to argue with me.
No, it's very uncomfortable.
He inherited Makovic. I agree with the inherited Makovic, but I'm also going to say this, though, about it, is that at the end, things just got worse. They were losing every game by 900 points when he got fired. So, it is what it is. Plus, he had other stuff going on off the field. Give me Rich Rod. Give me Rich Rod or give me death. Wasn't that what the founding fathers said? Give me Rich Rod or give me death?
Give me Rich Rod or give me death.
Yeah, I think that's basically where I was at. Okay. Kelvin Sampson, though, he's a machine. He's tough. His teams are tough. Everything he does is good. And even this year, I thought they were going to take a little bit of a step back because they weren't very deep. I am an idiot. I'm a moron.
You are.
Everybody knows this. But sometimes it's more easier said than done. But what he's done, though, has been absolutely amazing this year.
What's funny about Kelvin Sampson?
K-Samp.
K-Sizzle.
I like K-Samp. I think that's a good nickname.
Yeah. So who's the guy in here that always says fire Tommy Lloyd if he doesn't win?
Javier.
Right. So K-Samp has been coaching.
K-Samp.
Since, let's just say, Pac-10. He's been coaching since 1987.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It took him 10 years to get to the Sweet 16. He made a Final Four in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not good at math. That's 15 years to make a Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then he's like, whatever. Dude is fired up from Indiana after 2 years because of all that crap.
By the way, that was the biggest mistake ever, firing him. Wasn't they like 25-2 when they fired him or something?
They were 20. He was 22-4. He was 43-15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good move, guys.
All right. Then he goes to Houston, and they don't do anything for 3 years. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now the dude has a Final Four, an Elite Eight, and a runner-up. And if you look at the overarching point, this guy is very clearly one of the best coaches of all time.
He is. Right? And he doesn't have a national title.
Doesn't have a national title. It is hard to win a national title.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This dude is 71 years old. Right? Has won 80% of his games at Houston. He's as good as it gets.
He is as good as it gets. He is a monster, and he backs the A. I think he
loves Lute.
He loves Lute Olson. Did I ever tell you about when I saw them shake hands with each other?
Tell me.
Oh yeah, it was great. So back in the 90s, I was able to go to practice like all the time. You'd go in there, it was awesome. And I would go in there, and K-Samp was in there, and they were talking, and they were shaking, and they shook hands. And my dad's like, "Who's that guy over there? Is he?" And I was like, "Oh, that's Kelvin Sampson." He's like, "Oh,
click, Dad."
Yeah." And he texts me, Kelvin Sampson. So we got to give a little bit of that. Got to give a little bit of credit.
I'm very interested where you go 3 because I think your old bias is going to mix with your new bias.
Yeah, no, I'm going old money. I'm going old money here. I'm going.
I know who you're going with.
I'm going Bill Self.
Oh, that surprises me. I didn't think you would go Bill Self.
No, I'm going Bill Self. Why, you thought I'd go Rick Pitino?
I did.
No, Rick Pitino's next. But yes.
I'm going Bill Self at 3 as well.
Here's the thing. I think a lot of people shoveled dirt on Bill Self before the grave was risen, or
before his hair was.
Yeah. I just turned this into an Easter celebration. Yes.
He has risen.
Yeah, I would say this though about Bill Self. A lot of people were out there saying, they were reading his obituary, and he's had a nice little bounce back. And if you look at his recruiting class next year, he's got one of the 2 best point guards in the country coming in. He's probably going to get the best player in the country in Teron Stokes. This team this year is super, super dangerous if their best player decides to play.
What's funny is Bill Self takes heat because he hasn't made it past the first weekend in 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's because 4 years ago he also won a national title.
Well, and you had the COVID, and you had the COVID year, where they were going to be the number 1 overall seed.
They were 28-3 in the COVID year. They got eliminated in the second round the following year. He won the title the next year, and then since then he hasn't been great by Bill Self standards. But when you look at the run that this dude went on, champion, Sweet 16, Elite 8, runner-up, Sweet 16, 2015. I mean, Elite 8, Final Four. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like, the
No,
dude is.
and you know what he's really good at, too? He's amazingly good at roster
Yep.
construction. Over
Yep.
the year, we just talked about how Bobby Hurley and Josh Pastner basically don't care about Ross. This dude is amazing. And what he does, too, his best teams are always sprinkled in with some five-star players, with a bunch of guys like Frank Lucas. Remember when Frank Lucas, the kid who was committed to George Mason, he was the National Player of the Year? And then they had Devontae Graham as well. Like, he gets guys like that, and I think he was committed to, like, UNC, like, Marlboro or something like that. Or, not Marlboro.
Appalachian State.
Appalachian State.
Devontae Graham was committed to Appalachian State.
Yeah, Devontae Graham and Frank Lucas was committed to where? George Mason?
I think you're getting Frank Mason mixed up with George Lucas.
No, who's Frank Lucas?
Frank Lucas is Denzel Washington's character.
Oh yeah, from American Gangster. Never mind. Oh, I turned him into an actor. Yeah, yes, very.
I think you're talking about Frank Mason.
Yeah, Frank Mason. Yeah. Sorry about that, Frank Mason. Yeah, no, Frank Mason was awesome.
I thought he was always going to.
No. He was committed to like George Mason or something. Look it up.
I don't think he was committed to anywhere.
No. He was. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay, please stop screaming at me.
You're wrong.
I will look it up right now.
Lucas was a drug kingpin. That's right.
Frank Lucas murdered a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good movie, American Gangster.
Yeah, well, it was a good movie. I like Russell Crowe in that one.
All right,
too.
the guy was rated 52nd in the country. Let me see.
No, that's not right. He was committed to like George Mason.
Calm down. God. Let me see here. What's his name?
Frank Mason. This is riveting live. Yeah, he was committed. He was committed to George Mason. Just trust, or something like that, or some school like that.
You just talk.
All right, I'll just talk and look pretty. But either way, he does a really good job of that. And then he gets in guys too, like you had those two, the two brothers that they had there that they won a championship with. The guys that look the exact same and they do everything together.
Towson,
yeah. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's different. Do you know why it's different?
Isn't that where the Jewish Jordan went?
No, he couldn't qualify for Towson.
Oh, so they got into Kansas as well.
With Towson, but didn't qualify. Then went to a prep school and blew up at the prep school.
All right. Well, either way, but you get my point. He's really good at that stuff.
Yeah.
He finds guys like that. He does a very, very.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth about Jewish Jordan.
Yeah. What was his name like again? Like Tahib
Watch your mouth
Goodman?
about Tamir Goodman.
Tamir
Goodman. Watch your mouth here, Mike.
All right. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, George Mason. All right. Now, let's talk. All right. Now, at number 4, I'm going Rick Pitino.
Of course you are.
By the way, St. John's is on the upswing right now, my friend. They have won, I think, 10 of 11. It does help when you're not playing anybody, but we will not. We don't need to include that. Rick Pitino, in my opinion, Rick Pitino is the best college basketball coach ever. Period. I said it. I believe it. This guy's gone to a Final Four at Providence, Kentucky, Louisville, and like Boston College, I think.
You're going old money, Michael.
No, I'm going old money,
yeah,
I'm going old money. But this money can still cash out. I'm going I almost said Frank Pitino. I'm going Rick Pitino. I think he's awesome. I think Rick Pitino is the man. They do need a point guard. That Dylan Starling guy sucks. And he keeps trying to say he's good. Oh, UConn St. John's Saturday. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm going Rick Pitino. Who are you going with?
I'm going with a guy that I think is extremely undervalued.
Who?
By you.
Nick Cronin?
No, yeah, close. He's under 4.5.
Very funny.
I think Matt Painter is extremely undervalued.
Yeah, I know. He coaches Purdue. I got him at 5.
I think he's a really good coach. Purdue's not like a powerhouse or anything. He's pretty good at the old roster construction thing.
Yeah, I know.
It's modern era. I mean, Sweet 16, runner-up, Sweet 16. I mean, the dude makes the Sweet 16 almost every year.
Yeah, I know. I got to go. I'm going Matt Painter as well. He's probably my 5th. But man, coaching Purdue would be awful, man. Having to yeah. Okay. I'm going there. So all right, so you don't have Rick Pitino in your top 5.
I didn't go with the old money. Because old money, it to me, and I get how you're doing
calling these guys old money.
I get how you're doing it completely different.
Yeah.
And Brogan makes a good point. So this is what I'm saying. If you go old money, Mike, the top 5 is very easy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's Hurley, Sampson, Self, Izzo, Pitino. Done.
Right.
Whatever order you want. So I'm not going old money.
Yeah, but I think
If
that.
you want me to go old money, fine. Then that's my top 5: Hurley, Sampson,
But
Self,
here's the thing, though, is I
Izzo,
think.
Patino, or Patino, Izzo.
All right, we got to argue about somebody here that Brogan and I were arguing about earlier, and Brogan didn't know some of the details until he looked it up. Okay, so there we go. All right, fair enough. The problem, though, that I have with Izzo, and Izzo's awesome, but I think Izzo's kind of lost a little bit off his fastball.
Can you say the same thing for Patino?
No, I can't say the same thing for Patino.
How do you figure, dude?
In his first year at St. John's, he had him as a 2 seed.
Who cares?
Yeah, he hasn't lost his fastball.
All right, here we go. Rick Pitino at St. John's since he's been at whatever, right? He's made the tournament once in 3 years. They'll probably make the tournament this year.
Yeah, they're going to make the tournament this year.
All right. Okay. You got eliminated as a 2 seed in the second round.
Yeah, that was his first real year at St. John's, though.
Okay. So what? Tom Izzo.
Yeah, all right. I just saw. I didn't know that Michigan State was in the Elite Eight. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm still going Rick Pitino.
Idiot.
All right. Now let's talk about something Brogan and I were arguing about. Dusty May and Tommy Lloyd. We're going to go with our young coaches now here. But let's get a couple reads in here first, and then we're going to get to our
young coaches. If you want, I can give you 5 and we could argue them.
Yeah. We're going to do that. Hey, my 5, not yours, but let's get some reads in here first. RJ's Frozen Cactus. Calipari sucks. RJ's Frozen Cactus. Red Hot Sports and Ice Cold Beer. Huge parking lot. Did you know that we have 3 pilots in the comments? We have Harry Lex, we have Dennis Walsh, and we have Phil, who doesn't comment a lot, but he also informed me that he's a pilot. So if we want to get anywhere, we have all the people to be able to make this one happen. But now let's say that you want to go there and you're saying to yourself, man, I could really go for some drinks and making fun of Kobe for a while. Let's go to RJ's. 100 craft beers plus $2 deals, pizza, wings, tacos, burgers, and more. No bad seats in the house. You guys know the drill. And it's very, very good. It is yummy, yummy. And again, the food is quite good. The food is scrumptious. And again, great TV setup. They know what they're doing there. You're not going to go in there and they're going to have it on like Bulgarian soccer. They're going to have it on the real games that you want to have. You won't even have to ask. RJ's Frozen Cactus.
What's wrong with Bulgarian soccer?
Does Bulgaria have a soccer team?
Of course, they used to be awesome.
All right, now Baggins, Dennis Walsh. Kai. All right, 12 Arizona locations, locally owned and operated. All food made in-house daily. Every sandwich comes with a chocolate chip cookie. Use code AZ12 for 15% off. Join our VIP text club. Text Baggins to 877-797-0444 for specials and deals. Free delivery with code free ride. And if you go in there, you might see Dennis Walsh. And if you see Dennis Walsh in there, ask about the great Kai. Check it out, though. I would just go in there and eat some of that cookie dough.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, ask. Yeah, okay, there you go. Sheet. Okay, now what else we got? One more, Cody. One more. All right, Aris Dental, land the man with the master plan. We know this woman isn't real. Land's been teasing us the longest time. Dennis Walsh called it out immediately. He knew.
So upsetting. This whole thing.
We didn't know. We didn't know. We were taken by surprise. But I'll say this. Land the man is still the man, though. They had championship package. Ask about it. The championship package for dental implants, 1997. Now, you're going to have a bunch of people in there that are going in there, and you're like, okay, well, wait a second here. 1997, is that – what else comes with it? Nope. Nothing else comes with it. And, again, it's a great deal. Get the crown, the implant, and everything, and they only offer necessary treatment. If you go in there – they're not going to like remove your tongue and put it in your, put it back in your throat and say, hey, we got to operate on this too. Only necessary treatment. Check it out. Downtown dental implants and urgent care. Boom. Okay. Now, Brogan and I we're going to talk about the best young coaches in college basketball. Brogan and I were debating this one, and Brogan thinks that it's clearly Tommy Lloyd over Dusty May, the coach at Michigan. I don't know how you can say that.
Brogan knows who butters his bread. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. But Dusty May, in 1 year at Michigan, made the Sweet 16, turned the entire thing around basically in 1 year. He's doing very, very well this year. He has a Final Four already at FAU. That's going to be a fun one to see. Who finishes with the better all-time resume?
All time, I don't know. We're talking 20 years down the road. Right now, I probably would have what Dusty May's accomplished ahead of Tommy Lloyd because he put FAU in the Final Four. Michigan was 8-24 when he took over, and he made them 27-10 in their first year. Now, Brogan's texting us, who would you rather have long term? I'd rather have Tommy.
Why?
Because he's my coach, damn it.
Okay,
Same
well, yeah,
reason
no, I agree,
reason I
but
like
why?
Jaden Bradley.
But why?
Are you guys just talking those two, or where does
No,
Golden?
we're going to talk other ones.
Well,
Yeah,
where does Golden
JB
fit into that
Our
conversation?
next section is going to be Jason Shear's top 5 Jewish coaches.
By the way, real quick, JMV Media. I was looking. I didn't see your DM. I looked.
Did you go to request? Sometimes, like, I get DMs and they go to like the request.
Hold on.
And I don't see them for years.
Okay, let me see here. I didn't.
And then I come off as a jerk.
I didn't. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't see. I'm on. Let's see here. I don't. Oh, unread. Hold on.
See?
No, there's nothing here.
All right.
There's nothing here. I don't get it. I'm confused.
That's a lot of porn. What is that?
Yeah, no, that's not. It's none of it. No, but I don't get it.
You see where it says request? Is there a tab where it says request?
No, I don't know. Can you just tweet at me or tweet at me? What's your Twitter handle? Tweet at me and I'll follow you.
Or just email him.
Yeah, I mean
it's Hot Iron Mike Luke.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. No, I was looking for it. I spent like 5 minutes on it. Okay.
Yeah.
But Dusty May though, and you look at what he did. The team was 8-24, and he took over, and they're immediately 27-10 and in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I mean, and I think a lot of it is very similar to Tommy this year. Let's see what they both do. I mean, this is as good as teams as they've had. Now, I will say this: like at FAU, they were in the Conference USA. He did make the Final Four. Obviously, that's super impressive, that run. The year after, that was the only tournament he made past the first round. Michigan, they made the Sweet 16 last year. So let's see. Let's see what they do this year.
Okay.
I hate judging coaches on whether or not they make the Final Four.
No, I get it. I'm just saying
so many bad coaches have made a Final Four.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, well, this guy's clearly not a bad coach.
No.
Well, this isn't Kevin Ollie we're talking about here.
That's what I always go back to, yes.
Yeah, I know. All right, okay. All right, so I think the standard for young coaches right now has got to be Al Golden, right? Or not Al Golden, Todd Golden.
I mean, how old's Todd Golden?
Like 30.
I mean, isn't Danny Hurley? Danny Hurley's only.
Danny Hurley's 53. He doesn't make the list.
So you got to be under 50.
You got to be 51 or under to make this list.
So Todd Golden is 40. So yes,
Todd Golden is.
You'll take Todd Golden over John Shire.
Yeah, I will. Okay.
So Tommy's not on this list because he's.
No, I have Tommy
so
on
51. So 51 is young, but 53.
No, yeah, I got Tommy is on the list because we did 51 so that we can include Tommy on the list.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I have Al Golden at number 1 though.
Todd Golden.
Or Todd Golden. Yeah. Sorry. Todd Golden at number 1. I think that's pretty simple. He's wildly successful, and the thing about him too is that it feels like it's sustainable. It doesn't feel like it's some fluky thing. So
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you have him at 1. Who do you have at 2 now?
Nate Oates is 51 years old, by the way.
I don't want Nate Oates. No, Nate Oates. If we're going to win or lose, we're going to win with integrity.
I'm just saying, Nate Oates is 51.
I don't want Nate Oates. No thanks.
I don't have an order. I mean, I could just
you don't have to have an order. Nobody's watching. Who cares?
I mean, it's obvious. Golden.
Yeah.
Since we're going 51, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Shire.
All right. Do you have Shire at 2?
Probably.
Let's see here. Yeah, all right. So I got Shire at 2. Did you see the rumors about Shire though, possibly going to the Bulls?
Ew, nah. Why would he do that?
Chicago native.
I guess.
I mean, I don't know. Why would you leave? Why would Billy Donovan leave for the NBA either? I don't get it. Shire though to me is 2. Shire's awesome. I have no problem with that.
This is a real easy list.
Yeah. Okay. Now, who do you have at 3?
Tommy.
I got Tommy at 3 as well. After I just made the case for Dusty May. I have Tommy at 3. I think Tommy,
How old is Dusty May?
49. He's younger than Tommy.
Oh, man, this list just got difficult then.
Yeah. I got to do assistants not count. No, we can't put Antigua on there. Sorry, P-off.
No, because you got, man, this list all of a sudden is tough.
Yeah. I'll go Tommy over Dusty May, but I think it's super, super close though.
That's fine.
Yeah,
it's funny because you just literally contradicted yourself.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, I mean,
no
it's yeah, nobody cares. Who cares? But I think they're both. I think they're both.
Yeah, May. Then you got Oates up there, even though I don't like him.
I don't know. I'm not taking notes. I don't think.
McCastle's up there.
Yeah. It's McCaslin. We've been over this.
TJ Otzelberger is very clearly up there.
Oh, Otzelberger's awesome as well. Yeah, I have no problem with Otzelberger.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good young. There's a lot of good young coaches.
Kevin O'Neill. How old is Kevin O'Neill?
KO. I think KO's like 70. He's just waiting for that.
He's like 20.
Oh, what about Will Wade? I mean, yeah.
I love Will Wade, but I don't know how good of a coach
you can't put him on that list, though. Okay. All right. Oates got some crazy biceps, according to Kobe L. Thiel. He does have some biceps. All right. That's it, though. I think that I don't know. I like my list. I like your list, too.
You want to do my category for my people? Top 5 Jewish coaches.
All right. The top 5 Jewish coaches. Yep,
Golden's one.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Are we going with the Pearl Jr. at 2?
We could go Pearl Jr. at 2.
Okay.
Can I do women's as well?
Sure.
Well, I mean, have you? In all seriousness,
Gottlieb is actually coaching well now.
Gottlieb is actually coaching very well.
Hmm.
Very well. So, we don't claim Seth Greenberg. I want to be very clear here.
Do you claim Josh Pastner?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Bruce Pearl, Josh Pastner.
It's not a long list.
I'm trying to think. Lindsay Gottlieb. She's a good coach.
Well, okay. Okay.
Shire's Jewish.
Oh, no, Shire's number 2 then.
Yeah. Golden and Shire.
Golden and Shire. Yeah. Shire.
Golden Shire.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you see him go off? Mike loved Gottlieb going off on Ken Palm. Yeah, I like that. That was good. I saw that. It was very good.
Lawrence Frank, Jewish.
Yeah, Lawrence Frank. Yeah.
Adam Fisher, the head coach of Temple, Jew. Keith Dambrod is Jewish. Bet you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
And
by the way, everybody, Shear's Jewish, so he could say it. What?
Red Auerbach.
Red Auerbach. Yeah. I mean, heck. If you want to go fast, yeah. There we go.
Dude, I'm done. Yeah, I'm past.
All right. Now, I want to talk about the transfer portal. Then we're going to get to Arizona football here, and then we're going to have Dylan on, and we're going to talk some stuff. But first, let's get a. All right, let's talk about it then. Let's go. I don't understand the mid-major thing, and I posted this on the board. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. The mid-major thing is incredibly fascinating for me as to how you recruit mid-majors. You look at Arizona. You have Trey Townsend. Okay, we'll just go back a year. You have Trey Townsend, who obviously wasn't good. And then you have Darian Williams, who's got the same exact body type, who's at Nevada, puts up less numbers, and Darian Williams that comes in as a stud, and Trey Townsend isn't playable. You could go on and on down the list. You look at Joshua Jefferson. Joshua Jefferson averages 10 points per game at St. Mary's. He's now one of the 5 best players in college basketball. You look at guards, Walter Clayton, Melvin Council, but then you got a guy like Aiden Mahaney who stars at St. Mary's, and he can't play at UConn. It's fast.
I don't think this is as difficult as you're making it out to be.
It is. It's very difficult.
It's all about fit. It's all about fit and coaching. That's
not really.
That's all this is.
If you would put Trey Townsend on Texas Tech instead of Darian Williams,
because it's a horrible fit.
So he's a
Trey Townsend. What is it?
There's no good fit for Trey Townsend.
You lift above your weight, or what is it called?
You bench above your head.
You
punch above your weight.
Yeah, you punch it. That's Trey Townsend. He's just not good enough.
Well, right, but how would you be able to look at Trey Townsend and Darian Williams?
I looked at him right away. You're the one that was all over.
No, you liked Javier Amos, so don't take
I didn't
that
like
one.
either of them.
Yeah, but you preferred Javier Amos, who was even worse.
I prefer doo-doo to diarrhea.
I'm just saying, with Darian Williams, though, how would you look at that guy at Nevada and know that he was going to be able to translate that very well in the Trey
Plays
Townsend?
hard, a lot of it's effort level. I mean, he was good at. It's not like he was bad at Nevada.
Well, I know, but he was 14-5.
That's pretty damn good.
All right. Well, I mean, Trey was the conference
player.
I know he was a lot.
He was like 7-7.
He was a lot better. Trey was the conference player of the year.
Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. That's why we pay these guys $400
Are you surprised that let's look at a guy then like Aiden Mahaney.
That one surprised me because I think Aiden Mahaney is good, but maybe it wasn't a good fit. Hurley gets all over you, and maybe he's just not that type of dude.
Well, but he's back at UC Santa Barbara now, so he's clearly not good enough, though, is my point.
Yeah, but maybe he's smart. He went to Santa Barbara and he's killing. He's averaging 14 points on 45% shooting.
Well, so he's a mid-major player. That's fine. But I don't.
But
know.
It's like, how do you explain, Mike, when you watch the NCAA tournament and there's these mid-major multi-year players that are killing these D1 teams?
Well, I get it. I just don't. I don't know. It's interesting for me. Do Oakland fans say Tommy broke Trey Townsend? I don't know.
No,
It's
no.
but no, I find the whole thing fascinating about the throwing shade. No, I'm not throwing any shade.
No,
Look at Walter Clayton too. He becomes the best guard in college basketball. He's at Iona 2 years ago.
But Walter Clayton was a stud at Iona.
All right, well, a lot of these guys were studs. Trey Townsend was a stud at Oakland.
No, he wasn't. He
Dude,
wasn't, though.
He was the conference player of the year.
It doesn't matter. It's evaluation. It's the same thing with the NBA draft, right? Like, you watch a guy and they're awesome in college. Then the NBA, they're crap. Well, why? Because their game doesn't translate. Walter Clayton at Iona in his second year, Mike, dude averaged 17 points a game on 45% shooting. That translates.
Okay, would you think that Aiden Mahaney would translate?
I think if he went to, I think he could absolutely play high-level basketball. Yes. I think UConn just wasn't a good fit for whatever reason.
All right, well, so he's about a 14-point per
I think
game.
Mahaney at Arizona would probably average 12 points a game.
I don't know. We'll see. So you think that he's bad? Well, you think he'd put up the same numbers at Arizona that he puts up in a mid-major?
What do you mean?
He's averaging 40.
I think 10. I think Mahaney could average around 10 points a game at Arizona.
All right, so you're backing off that one a little bit. Then. Good.
No, 10 points a game.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Either way, I just find it fascinating. Oscar Clough did not translate. That's true. All right. So, what is going on? Actual sports talk? I know, Tyler Warden.
Clough is awesome.
Did you know that he was from Cochise, like community college?
Yeah. Big Clough.
Yeah, right.
Big sizzle, baby.
No, it's not true. All right. So, where's Joseph with the mid-major paw? Yeah. So, anyways, just found that fascinating. All right. Now, Kobe L was saying that we should talk a little bit Arizona football. I think he's right. We are a football school. We're not just a basketball school. We got to talk a little bit of football as well.
A little bit.
So let's get a couple reads in here, and then we're going to get to football. Is Cody still here? I don't think Cody's still here.
No, he's not. He literally just texted us. He's leaving for 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll do it. We'll just start then. Okay. So let's talk a little bit of U of A football. Then we're going to get back to basketball. Then we got Dylan coming on. Okay. Let's see here. After Keyshot and Trey, Tommy learned your 4 can't be under 6'8". Keyshot was fine though.
Yeah, I don't get it. Keyshot.
I would not. Trey, I totally agree with. Keyshot.
That has nothing to do with it either.
Right.
Trey was just soft. Doesn't matter.
Trey just didn't play hard. That's it.
I was meant. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk. All right, a little bit of football in the transfer portal. Sheer, who is the best player in this portal class?
In my opinion, Nation.
Yeah.
I'm a big Malcolm Hartzog guy.
All right, I agree with you. I've watched Malcolm Hartzog. He is very good. I totally agree with you. I think he's going to come in here, and I think he's going to start, and it would not surprise me if he is the best defensive back on the team.
He's absolutely going to start.
Yeah.
It would take something very, very wrong for him not to start at the nickel and replace Stukes. Yeah, I'm a big fan. There's a couple guys I really like. He's by far, to me, the number one guy in the portal.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Now, I will say this. He's not as good as Stukes. He's a very good player. He's not as good as Stukes. Like Stukes had a little bit of that Bondurant thing going on where, he's just kind of always around the no, it's not an upgrade, but he's very good. It is a good replacement. How about that?
Yeah.
But
it's not an upgrade.
Yeah,
but Stukes is also, Stukes might be an NFL player.
Yeah, so and Stukes is also significantly bigger as well. People don't get Stukes is like 6'2" or 6'3". He's a tall guy.
He's not.
Isn't he like 6'2" or 6'3"?
No.
What's he listed at?
No, I don't care what he's listed. I know what Fafita's listed at.
6'3".
6'7".
I can't wait for Noah to go to the combine, and then it comes out that he's really 5'7" and not 5'.
Stukes is listed as 6'2".
Yeah, there you go. Take that. Okay, you lose. All right, Cody, let's get some reads in here, and then we're going to get back to these portal guys. You lose. Joseph was asking to come on to the show, and I said sure, and then he didn't respond. Okay, Copal, Tucson's contemporary Mexican food. CopalTucson.com. Book your next large party or corporate event with Copal. Large party packages available. We also cater any event. Mexican food delivered nationwide at mymexicanmenu.com. Use code AZ12 for 10% off your order. Mention Mike Luke for a free elote rib. Who does not want a free elote rib? And courtesy of Mike Luke. Check it out. Tucson's contemporary Mexican food. Working on another get-together as well. 5340 East Broadway Boulevard, Suite 100 in the Williams Center. Call 520-372-2123. Check it out. Copal. All right. Now, Andre Veras. We will not endorse. Oh, since Joseph's in here, we actually tried getting Joseph a better job, and Joseph turned it down. So we will not endorse Joseph either. All right. But we will also not endorse Andre Veras, but we'll highly recommend him. Did you recently change jobs? Let's talk you through your old 401k and learn about your new employer retirement plans. Trying to balance your retirement savings with kids' college funds. Let's build a strategy that covers both. Boom. Check it out. And without overstretching your budget, investing on your own but not sure it's enough, give the Mississippi Gladiator a call at 520-325-3456. Boom. And I mentioned the AZ12 podcast. You said you have, Joseph, you have your high-end clients there, so I don't yeah. Okay, now, check it out, Longview, baby. All right, Foster Plumbing, back the pipe. Shearer, it got cold outside. It's still getting cold outside. People need to cover up those pipes.
Yes. Look, the front pipe may work, but that doesn't mean you got to take care of it.
You got to take care of it. You got to
keep it warm and ready to go.
Yes. It's like a sandwich. All right, residential and commercial, licensed, bonded, and insured. Water heaters, drain cleaning, sewer inspections, gas, water, sewer repairs.
Can you maybe delve deeper into that when this?
No. We don't need to. We don't need to. 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast. Call Foster Plumbing. Quality work at a fair price. Back the pipe, baby. 520-603-3817. Boom. All right. Okay. Now, all right, Shearer, who is the second best player in the portal? The one, again, you're the sheer power rankings. Nobody else's power rankings.
Best?
Yeah.
In pure potential, Mike, it's Matai Togoai, the guy from USC.
Yeah.
Highly rated.
He actually played as a freshman a little bit at USC.
Special teams for freshmen, skinny, but like the potential's high.
Does he?
Like it's.
Do you think
I'm really curious because he could play. I mean, the dude's he can play linebacker. He can play safety. I'm really curious. Like Danny's pumped because Danny's like, I'm going to use this guy. And
Benwin White was talking about too when you can get a guy that's versatile and you can basically utilize him in a lot of different positions.
Yeah, I'm going to use him so many different ways.
Yeah,
so.
No, dude. Yeah. You just look at it and it's just like putty in your hand. What he can do. If that guy starts, it's a good thing because that means that because he's got a lot of talent. Hey, look at Paul Houghton. The great Mike Luke backs the A. Therefore, I'll always back the great Mike Luke. Well, thank you, Paul Houghton. I grew up on Houghton in 22nd, by the way. I don't know if that was named after you, but it should be if it's not.
It clearly was.
Yeah, I probably was. Yeah. Okay. So that's where I'll go with that one. I hope he starts because I think if he starts, then that's a good thing.
Starts?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing because he came in and he balled out.
Where would he start, though?
Put him in linebacker.
No, that won't happen.
You put him in linebacker. It will. I'm sure it will.
Yeah. Well, look, I trust you more than I trust anyone.
Well, right. After your receiver evals from last year,
Trey Townsend lover.
Yeah. Javier Amos.
Quote: Trey Townsend will challenge for Big 12 Player of the Year. Michael Luke.
Sure. Javier Amos is Kevin Durant 2.0.
The difference is I didn't say that. You pretty much
I didn't. I never said that about Trey.
You were all Trey. And then by the end of the year, you're like, hey, where do we bury this guy?
Yeah. No, you wanted Javier Amos. Sorry. You and N-Dogger take the loss.
I love because you don't really pay attention to the football portal. There's too many dudes. I'm not breaking news here. Your ADD, the amount of people, it just doesn't mix.
ADHD, get it right.
Right.
Put the H in there.
Right.
Respect the H. Back the H.
Respect the H. The basketball portal is so fun with you. Because you'd be like, oh, we should go after this guy. And I'd be like, Mike, he averaged 8 points a game. He'd be like, yeah, but look how girthy he is.
Yeah, no. It's like with Joshua Jefferson. I was all over that guy. I wanted that guy.
We both were, and we asked an assistant coach, and I remember he said they were wrong.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. I had forgotten about that.
We both liked Jefferson.
Yes, that is right. I had forgotten about that.
And they didn't even recruit him.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I don't know if it was a money thing or what.
I had forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Yep. I had forgotten about that. Very, very good point. Very, very good point.
Oh, we do have to talk about Elijah Arenas because
all right, let's talk about Elijah Arenas.
I very rarely have seen at this level.
All right, so can I go first because I have a friend that was commentating the game.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I messaged Mulebach because Mulebach's calling the game, and I asked him about Elijah Arenas, and he goes, I said, what'd you think? And he says, I like him. He's interesting. And then interesting means that he shoots the ball every single time he gets it. Literally every single time he gets it.
I watched the second half. We both did.
Yes.
The only pass I can recall is the one with like 3 minutes to go, and it was a turnover.
Yeah, it was a turnover. That was the only one I saw. Everyone else was going up. He go get his.
And he got hot at the end. But man, I totally, within the second half, I said to myself, I now see why Tommy didn't.
Yeah, and I like this.
It would not fit. It
Right,
would not be a good fit.
And I like Marcus Delgado saying, are you going to give him the Elijah Arenas glove? I don't know that you've watched Braden Burries, but Braden Burries has been really, really good for Arizona.
It absolutely is Burries is a significantly better fit.
He is. Now, if you want to say that Elijah Arenas is going to average more points in the MNBA, sure, I don't care. But I'm saying for college, right now, Braden Burries is much better.
With the amount of shots that Arenas makes, you made a joking but serious point. Mm-hmm. If he came back to college, he could absolutely lead the nation in scoring.
I think he would average 30 a game in college. I do.
Because
he'd shoot the ball 35 times a game.
He would be shooting 23 times. Yeah.
He would shoot the ball 35 times a game. So Joseph,
I mean, the passing,
yeah. By the way,
wow.
Do we think the Delgado sisters? It is funny though about
Caleb passes the ball way more.
Nice try, Caleb.
Ever.
They actually have Caleb running point in the MNBA. They don't have Elijah Arenas will never run the point. But he is Braden, that's a loss. That's an L for you, Joseph. It just is what it is. Trust.
By the way, does that USC team scare you if you got him as an 8 seed?
Yeah, it does.
Why?
I like Joseph Coffey.
Jacob Coffey?
Jacob Coffey. Yeah, I like Jacob Coffey.
You like the worst player on their team?
No, he's 10-7. He's not the worst player on their team.
That dude absolutely sucks, Mike.
No, he's 10-7.
Mike, they have 4 or 5 more players that are better than him.
Hey, you know who's got to be really pissed off about Arenas coming back is Baker Missouri, the 30-year-old, because he's going to get all of his shots now.
I didn't even think about that because he was hurt yesterday.
Yeah, dude, I would be so
they're
mad.
Gonna kill each other.
I would be so mad because Baker Missouri has been playing really well.
Ezra Allstar is going to be pissed too because that guy. Well, no, maybe he won't be because he'll average 18 rebounds a game.
Right. I mean, it's interesting though, but I don't know. I like Muss. I'm
you do.
I like Muss. Yeah,
it's gross.
Muss is awesome. All right. So,
is he though?
Muss is awesome. Muss has gone a lot further than Tommy.
Here we go.
He's been to 2 Elite Eights.
Here we go. So you would take Muss over Tommy?
I'm just saying he's been
Cody, can you clip this? Mike would rather have Muss than Tommy Lloyd.
Never said it. Never said that.
That's like saying you would rather have the Washington Post than Bruce Pascoe.
By the way, did you see about that? Anybody out there that's looking to get into the newspaper industry, don't.
Look, I'm just going to say this. One, the newspaper industry is dying very clearly. But at the same time, it makes me sad because
it does.
I remember, I'm old. I'm not that old. You probably did the same thing. You used to open up the sports section on Sunday.
It's nostalgia.
Right. And it just, it's sad.
It's not the same thing. Yeah, I would agree with that. But no, that was an amazing game, though, watching Arenas, because that was the epitome of somebody that says, I will shoot the ball every single time I get it. I do not want to.
I actually have another point I'd like to bring up in a fight with you.
Yeah, fight. Yeah.
I think you may have noticed this in yesterday's game.
Are we talking the USC game? I didn't want to really touch too much on
I think you might have noticed something. I don't think the inbounding thing is an Arizona issue.
Let's talk about that.
I think it is a college basketball.
Let's talk about that for a second.
They could not get the ball in bounds yesterday, Mike.
LaMelo Ball has averaged like 9 assists a game, Joseph. Sorry, you're the one that hasn't.
What are you talking
He's
about,
trying to compare LaMelo Ball and Elijah Arenas. Yeah, that's a good one.
Dude, LaMelo Ball right now in the NBA is averaging 8 assists. He's 5th in the NBA in assists.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, good job there, Joseph. Putz.
Idiot.
All right. But I'm going to say this, though, and somebody, I think it was Bob, I think it was the great Bob Trujillo that mentioned this. Why were Sean Miller never had these problems getting the ball in bounds? And Sean Miller was not a great offensive coach by any means. Do you ever remember the kind of issues getting the ball in bounds that?
Not really.
I mean, that would be my only rebuttal to that. But like you said, yesterday was awful.
I think it's a college basketball issue.
Right.
If you watch enough, it's yeah.
Yeah. But also too with the Star had some really good people back, and they still got some good people, but they're,
I just think newspapers. I mean, the Star publishes out of Vegas or whatever. Like
it's old money at this point. Yeah. So yeah, did you see the brother? You should also. I'm not going to talk about Nancy Guthrie. I just wish her nothing but the best. No, Sean Miller was not bad at inbounds plays actually, but inbounds plays against the press, he always got the ball in, and he was generally good under the basket, getting a shot out. And
his out of bounds lob play was probably one of the best ever.
And again, I am not a Sean Miller offensive, but that was my only point. I thought it was an interesting point though that he made that, so.
But it's definitely a call. I mean, last night was like USC almost blew that lead because they couldn't even inbound the damn ball.
I can't believe Joseph's coming in here thinking that he can spike the football on this one. I don't know if you watch Braden Burries. He's good. We'll be okay. All right. So now, let's see here. What else do you got here, Sheer, for any of the portal players?
I like
we
the
got
class
Dylan
in
coming
general.
in.
I like the class in general.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like the class in general as well. Yeah. Pellis. Well, it is what it is. Okay. Who are the receivers? Are there any good receivers?
They brought in a lot of low, like production, high ceiling type of guys, where it could go really, really well, or it could be a strikeout all over.
Oh, DJ Jordan. That's a good one, Tyler Warden. I like that. I like bringing him.
Yeah, Jordan.
That's my guy. I've been all over that guy.
Ross was good in high school. Didn't really do anything at Colorado State. Jordan didn't do anything. Rodney Gallagher was okay at West Virginia. But if these guys hit their potential, all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay.
Matt Tice says, Matt Tice, 209 Wildcat. Deep threats. Who are the deep threats?
All those guys.
Yeah, everybody's a deep threat. We only recruit deep threats. Basically, every wide receiver comes into the U of A looking to be Randy Moss. That is what it is.
I got to see if they're signing him.
By the way, T-Burns 826 has been annihilating the Sisters. Look at this. I mean, Burries is our leading scorer and shoots 52%. Is that good?
Are you guys signing Hamisi Juba today? Remember him?
Yeah, I do. Yes. All right. Boom. Take that one. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, piece of crap.
Yeah. Do we have any more reads, Cody?
Back to reads.
I don't think we do.
We're very
how do you say good on this show?
Yes,
Braden Burries is better today than Elijah Arenas, but I would.
Yeah, we have one more.
What is it?
All right. What else you got? Oh. 88 crime. Everybody. By the way,
we got to be serious here.
We got to be serious.
You want me to do it? Because
I'm an idiot.
You're not capable of being serious.
Yeah, I'm not capable of being serious.
So I believe it's Maria Coleman, who's actually a good reporter.
Yeah, Mary Coleman.
Mary Coleman. Sorry, Mary Coleman. Maria.
I actually went to high school with her.
Yeah, she's very sweet. I don't know if she's sweet, but
I don't know. She appears sweet.
Yeah, she liked one of my tweets, so we're pretty much best friends. She reported that they've gotten at least 100 tips on the Guthrie case to 88 crime, and you never know. One of these tips could be valuable, but even if it's not, 88 crime is the way to go. It's anonymous. You see something, report something. If you're scared and you don't want to go public with it, that's fine. 88 crime is as Nifty Cello said, it's working overtime. It's a thing right now.
Yeah, it is a thing, and it's a thing. And like I said, get in there and get in there. This is it shows you how old I am now. Like I remember when Savannah Guthrie was a fill-in, the weekend fill-in on KVOA, and it was like I said, it's things like this are always. I think we find out today what happened. I'm calling my shot.
I don't at all.
I do. By the way, it's crazy. Like everybody's all the national people are here too. Like I was watching all the news last night. They all led with it.
Yeah. I drove by. I know you don't go.
No, I don't go north. I don't go past.
Yeah.
You know what's
it's like a whole different world to you up here.
Well, Dylan, who we got on in a second, lives in Marana. I don't know. Like I don't like going past River. It's too far of a drive for me.
Yeah. Mike, I told Mike, hey, why don't you come over? Why don't we watch basketball? Why don't we,
I do want to complain about
to each other.
I do want to complain about one thing though with the 88 crime though. Or not
It's
88
too
Crime.
good.
Definitely not 88 Crime.
88 Crime's too good, is what you want to say.
The sheriff.
Don't do this.
All right, I'm going to be very kind here. And
I'll say it because I don't really get political, so people know it's real.
Okay.
This dude is in over his head.
Well over his head.
Well over his head.
All right.
Just doesn't, and it got to the point. Maybe you disagree because we don't want to go too deep into this. Where I almost started to think, and I still kind of do, that he's playing so stupid on purpose. Because you can't be that stupid, right?
So
you know
he
what I
goes
mean?
on. Here's my problem with this, and I am a technological neophyte. I am an idiot.
Genius, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that too. Yeah, that's synonymous with each other. When he said the thing about how these cameras, I have a Blink camera, so if anybody in there tries to break into my house, I have a security system. It's called
I
my
have like
Blink.
4 cameras all over my house.
You immediately can get that footage. First of all, if it's not on your phone. You can also get it on the cloud. It takes maximum 2 hours. Maximum, it should take 2 minutes, but maximum it takes 2 hours. And then so Nanos is like, well, we got to figure out, it's got to go through a lot of different things. I didn't see that it was leaked. The note was leaked.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
I know that it was sent to KVOA and to TMZ, but I didn't see that. All right. So, but either way, it's on the cloud. So this guy's saying that he did that they had no way of getting it. What are we doing here, man?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really get that one. I haven't seen that it's leaked, and I've been watching this pretty closely. All right. Sorry, not the contents of the note, its existence. Yeah, it was sent to KVOA and TMZ. And then it wasn't sent to AZ12. So we can we can.
I'm also, there's another thing I'm annoyed by.
Right, what's that?
Okay. These guys, and we said it, I think you said on the show yesterday, and we've talked about this on the phone. We got to stop describing Tucson the way these people are describing.
Yeah!
It's not a ritzy neighborhood.
They're making it out like it's Calabasas.
I was telling Julie, our buddy Julie Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I love Julie Miller.
Yeah, like I'm ready to go into a car and like film the neighborhood so people have an understanding. Like, here I am down Skyline. Here's the neighborhood with no gated community. These houses aren't nearly as big as you think they are.
And
like,
it wouldn't be gated anyway.
Ritzy is when you go up Swan or whatever, and there's the country club, and you got to go through 8 gates to get to the neighborhood.
Right, exactly. And it's not that ritzy. I mean, I don't know what else. It's a nice neighborhood, but it's not.
Like Dennis, you're right. It's a very nice place. It's older. It's not ritzy.
It's old money.
In any way, shape, or form.
Right. It's a $1 million house because it's on like 4 acres.
Yeah, it wasn't $1 million house when she bought it. I guarantee you that.
Well, right, exactly. So
I don't like your shot at Calabasas. I lived in Calabasas.
No, I was a compliment to Calabasas. Look at you guys. You look at you going from Calabasas to living across from Flowing Wells High School.
I went from Tarzana to Calabasas to Agora to Tucson.
When did you live in Little China?
Yeah, I don't talk about that time.
Okay. All right. Well, either way. All right.
Tarzana.
We'll keep it. Yeah, we'll keep it in there. All right. Now we have a very special guest coming on the show. A friend of Kobe L. Field. He is I didn't realize what a prodigy Dylan Kaiser is. Hello, Dylan Kaiser.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Not too bad. First of all, did you know that Dylan Kaiser is a college athlete, Jason Shearer?
I did not.
Talk to us, Dylan. Who is Dylan Kaiser? Let's hear it.
Yeah, I went to a small school in Iowa, Cornell College, not the university. I have to mention that to a lot of people, but yeah, I played baseball there for 4 years. I went to Ironwood Ridge High School, and now I coach high school baseball at Marana High School.
All right, can we? Let me ask you this: what was it like knowing Kobe? Like, I mean, that's got to be a pain in the butt.
So the thing about Kobe is we went to Ironwood Ridge High School together, and we were the type of people because he was a year younger than me, so we knew of each other in high school, but we didn't really meet or hang out. And then we really mostly bonded over the fact that just like talking about sports over Twitter and stuff like that. And that's how we really became really good friends, is just knowing each other from Ironwood and then talking about sports online and stuff like that.
All right, so let's talk a little bit then. I want to talk a little baseball and then we're going to get into basketball here. Arizona has a player from Ironwood Ridge on the team that we have talked about quite a bit. Can you talk a little bit about him?
Yeah, Andrew Kane.
Yes.
He was. I missed him by a year. Missed him by 1 year. So he was in 8th grade when I was a senior. And I've talked to Chip and we talked about him a lot just because we know because we went to the same high school. And yeah, he's a really good guy. My mom and his mom worked with each other.
Okay.
In the banking business before. So he's somebody that I've known for a while.
Okay, very cool. Now, we got to give you a compliment already. Marcus Delgado says 1 minute in, and I can already say this guy is cooler than Kobe. Okay, let's talk a little bit of, Arizona basketball, Dylan. You had a very interesting question that you wanted to pose, and we're going to break down the matchups. What is that question?
Yeah, everybody, I think you've seen it. Everybody online's trying to compare the this year's team to the 13-14 team, and yeah, I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that, because I have my perspective, and I just want to know what you guys thought about it. I don't think have you guys ever talked about that on the show?
A little bit, but yeah, let's get into the matchups though, because I find it fascinating. So you got T.J. McConnell and Jaden Bradley. I'm gonna go Jaden Bradley because I think he's a little better scorer. They're both awesome, obviously. I got no problem with that. Sure, what say you?
I would say even. I don't think either one is much better than the other. They're a little different, but I mean, they're still really good point guards. I don't think I'd give the advantage to either guy, Mike.
All right, fair enough. All right. Now, the shooting guard spot then. We've got Nick Johnson and we got Braden Burries.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Because people actually, I wouldn't really say it's actually that tough because I don't know if I want to poo-poo a team that was a bad offensive foul call away from getting to a Final Four. But, when you look at Nick Johnson and Braden Burries, yes, Nick Johnson was the Pac-12 Player of the Year, but I believe that Braden Burries is a better basketball player than Nick Johnson. Just because when you think about Nick Johnson and think about Braden Burries just size-wise, Braden Burries is a big guard. Right. And when you think about what Nick Johnson was asked to do on those teams, which was guard the best guard, and I think I go back to that UCLA game when he had to guard Jordan Adams, and he just couldn't guard Jordan Adams because he was just bigger. Yeah. I would give the nod to Braden Burries.
I had totally forgotten about that. That's a great point.
I did too.
Yeah, no,
they wound up playing Nick at the 3, which was weird. Mm-hmm. Remember, they went with Gabe and Nick.
Yes,
I had totally forgotten about the Jordan Adams.
And then Jordan Mays too would come in off the bench too.
Yeah. I would go, because Nick was a little bit older. He was,
Nick, Mike, and I know you hate Ken Palm. Nick finished 4th in Player of the Year in Ken Palm that year. No, Nick was awesome. Nick was also what I like more about Burries is that Nick was clunky offensively.
Yes.
Like Nick, the shot was weird. The handle wasn't natural. Braden, let me put it to you like this and tell me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Basketball looks like it comes more natural to Braden. Am I right?
Yes. He looks like he floats. He just looks like he floats around the court out there, basically. And when he's humming, it looks like it's going in every time he shoots it.
Yeah, sure.
It's close, man.
It is close. It is.
I could absolutely make an argument. I would actually lean towards Nick a little bit for this defense. I think Nick is a better, even though you're right, he struggled with size defensively. I still think he's a better overall team defender than Braden. But it's close.
That's why it's such an interesting debate because of how close it is. All right, let's get to that small forward spot then. So I was going to say, who is a small forward?
Rondé.
You got Rondé and Yvonne.
It depends how you do it because technically Nick at the end of the year was Gabe at the 2, right. Nick at the 3, and Rondé was coming off the bench. Remember?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So say Brandon Ashley plays, then you have Aaron Gordon at the 3.
Aaron was at the 3 until Ashley got hurt. Right?
Yeah.
So let's go Rondé and Yvonne because that's still who I consider kind of, even though I'm going to say this is such a cop out. I think it's even. I think it's even. I think they're both really good defenders. I think
They're
they're
same
both.
dude, aren't they?
They're
They really
kind of the
are.
same dude.
They really are. I think for me, it's more of at the beginning of when you watch Yvonne play, you kind of know exactly what he wants to do. Whereas Rondé, most of the time, he used his athleticism to get where he wanted to go.
Right.
And he didn't really have a jump shot. I mean, Yvonne doesn't really have a jump shot, but again, Yvonne, when he gets on, Yvonne, when he gets on the court, it's just he wants to get to the hoop, and he's going to play tough defense. And I think that's where I like Yvonne.
Right. Sure.
Yvonne is 100% more skilled than Rondé ever was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rondé only took 10 threes that entire year.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would trust Yvonne more offensively.
Yeah.
But I think like Rondé was a really good rebounder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was.
He got to the line more than Yvonne does. It's slight edge to Rondé, probably, in my opinion. But again,
it's like
yeah,
tomato. It's such a great question. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
now power forward. Then you got Koa Pete and you got Aaron Gordon. This is an interesting one. Dylan, you go first. Batter up, coach.
This is a great because I compare Koa Pete to Aaron Gordon because I just when you watch Koa Pete, for me when I watch Koa Pete, sometimes I'm like, maybe he might stay one more year just because it's not his jump shot. But then you look and you realize that Aaron Gordon didn't have a jump shot either, and he got drafted 8th overall. Right. So, but I think for me,
3rd overall.
Oh yeah, he did go 3rd overall. Holy, I forgot about that.
Yeah, don't short him.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. But yeah, but for me, I think Koa Pete, offensively wise, his ability to have moves and get to his elbow jumper, get into the lane, I feel like again is better than Aaron. Aaron was a great defender, immaculate athlete, way better athlete than Koa is. But I just feel like Koa's offensive game was better than Aaron because mostly Aaron Gordon's offensive game was catching a lob dunk.
Right.
And that was about it.
Aaron Gordon was 4th pick. Sorry, hey, Dylan, we were both wrong. You said 8, I said 3. It was 4. Actually, tie goes to, or actually, you're better because if it goes over, then 4 is closer. Good work. I'll say this: Koa's much better offensively. I think Koa can dribble. Koa can do more things. Yeah, Aaron Gordon defensively was,
amazing.
He was at that position. He's the best defensive player I've ever seen here. I mean, he could literally switch from 1 to 4. You very rarely see that. I think their impacts are somewhat similar. Guys that can't score always kind of like I take.
Where do you get the impression that he couldn't score?
Because he just dunked. That was it.
He shot threes that year. That year he shot threes.
Aaron Gordon shot threes.
He was 16 of 45 that year from 3. 36% from 3.
I don't remember any of those 16.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But it was like I feel like whenever any Aaron Gordon shot a 3, it's the same thing with Koa. It's like, is that you were happy that it went in, not that you wanted him to take a 3.
All right,
I think this is Aaron Gordon for 2 main reasons. Number 1, elite defensively, and number 2, Koa still doesn't rebound as much as I want him to.
It's true.
And Aaron Gordon was a really good rebounder in college.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. I go with that one. The thing that I didn't like about Gordon, though, and it always annoyed me, was that he would pretend to be a small forward, and he would get the ball, and he would run the ball to half court, and then wait for TJ so he could save and dribble the ball. Whereas with Koa gets the ball and can actually dribble it and kind of initiate the offense and stuff. I don't know. I'd probably go Gordon, but it's an interesting one. It is an interesting one.
That was one of the reasons that Gordon came here, though.
Mm.
No, I get it.
You lied everyone to get him here. Doesn't mean
seriously.
So Gordon, hey, you want to play point guard? Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Let's see here. All right, now
Caleb and
Krivas. I'm going Krivas.
What a hot matchup that would be, though.
Oh gosh, man, you talk about it slow. But I'm going Krivas in this one, mainly because I think defensively they're both very good, but Krivas is definitely better offensively, and Krivas can actually catch the ball. My biggest problem with Caleb was always like those hands of stone. It was like I couldn't do it. Can't do it.
Oh my God.
I'm going Krivas. What say you, Dylan?
I definitely think Krivas. I mean, the similarities between the players is very very at the same. I think the one thing about them was they don't get the credit they deserve on what they were defensively.
Mm-hmm.
I feel sometimes because most of those for them it's just that they were just a wall. Like
Right.
if you went to the hoop, you had to meet them at the hoop, and I think they're very similar again because the bunnies that both those guys would miss at the rim, how they would always have a great move. I think Krivas does this a ton. He has a great move and then he misses it, and then he gets the board, and then he gets the board, and then he finishes. But yeah, I think I give it to Krivas because he's taller, and two because I mean the moves are a lot better than Tarzuski had.
Right. Okay. Now, what do you got there? Sheer?
I would say that defensively, they're both super underappreciated nationally. Yes. Like Caleb was really good defensively. Krivas is starting to get that attention. But the difference comes down to if I need a bucket, if I need to feed the post and say go to work offensively, I'm totally cool with Krivas doing that. I can't. Caleb
couldn't do it. He just,
I'd go Krivas.
Yeah. Now let's talk the bench then. That's where it gets fascinating because we counted Rondé in as a starter. I mean, even though he came off the bench, I get all of that, but whatever. It was easier for me to. This team has a better bench, though. You got Tobe Awaka coming in. Arizona had nothing like Tobe Awaka. And Sheer, I see you saying something. I see a thought coming out of your mouth. What is that thought?
Well, no. Gabe York better than ADO.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't Awaka would be Matt Korchak. Right?
Yeah. No,
Matt Korchak would get minutes. Matt Korchak is going to have to get minutes in this game somehow.
Yeah.
Well, I believe for size.
Yeah, I agree.
Once Ashley went down, and then you had Elliot Pitts versus Aristode. So
Jordan Elliot, a mixture between Elliot Pitts and Jordan Mays versus Aristode.
Yeah, I mean, so it's I would say I would favor this team by about 5 to 6 points.
That's a lot.
Yeah, the problem though with that team though still is that both these teams can defend. That 13-14 team was awesome, but this team can actually score. That's the advantage that I'm giving them. I am going this team. Let's see here, Dylan, you're smart. Do you agree with me?
I do. I just think for the 13-14 team, this is a matchup nightmare. Because again, if Brandon Ashley plays, right, and like we said, Awaka, if you take Ashley out, or if you take Zeus out of the game, bring Awaka in, then you have Brandon at the 5. He's not going to be able to box out Awaka. Or if you bring Awaka, or if Awaka comes in with Mo. Those two, with whoever you want to say, with Zeus or Brandon, or Aaron and Zeus, Aaron and Brandon, that's just going to be a rebound nightmare for a team that, again, the similarities wants to win the rebounding battle, and I think that's where this game gets in whack, because I think that this year's team just overpowers you with what they have in size.
They just outgirth you for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the best way.
That team is also I trust this team more offensively. That
yes,
team
100%.
That team defensively was the best defense in the country.
100%.
100%. So,
good defense beats good offense beats good defense. So sure.
Yeah, but obviously that Arizona team by far, it's a big gap. Was the best defensive team in the country. So it's tough.
You're gonna go. You go this team.
I'd go this team probably by 3 points.
I like how I said I'd go by 5, and Shear's like, that's a lot of points, and then you go 3.
Double the amount of points, Mike.
No, the double is not. No, it's 40%.
You said 5 to 6. I said 3.
Yeah, no, that's 5.
Double
I said
3.
5. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, but that's the thing about this. The thing about this game is what we've watched all year with this team is Jaden Bradley at the end of the basketball game.
Right.
If it's if it's in close game, I mean, Jaden Bradley going up against TJ, I know Jaden Bradley's going to find a way to get a bucket.
Well, that's the thing too, is that I trust this team more in a close game because they have somebody that can actually dribble and score. So I'll go that. Now I got to say this though, Dylan. We got a couple minutes left. Chip Hale. I have been a day one Chip Hale person. Shear was not a Chip Hale guy. Shear has admitted he was wrong. Chip Hale. Talk to us a little bit, Dylan. You're a baseball coach. You got boots on the ground. What makes Chip Hale so good, and why was Shear so wrong?
Well, Chip Hale, I can understand. I also had to talk Kobe off a ledge about this too, because Chip Hale's approach.
Kobe got banned. You know?
Yeah. Well, I think Kobe. I don't know if Kobe's even allowed in high corbett off of some of the things that he said about
No
Chip
chance.
Hale.
No chance. No chance.
But yeah. But I mean, for me with Chip Hale, he went to Arizona the same time as my uncle John, so they're really good friends, and I've been able to meet Chip Hale and talk to him a lot. And one of the things that he does is it's like we talk about. It's a very players program just because his MLB background. And I feel like for Jason, I feel like that's why some of the things are the way of coaching might not work for college baseball just because the way their teams start off so slow. But at the end of the day, his teams find a way to get better at the end of the year, which is basically what an MLB team does in the short amount of games that they play. I mean, they only play like 40 games. And for his teams to, look the way that they do, and it's always going to be a struggle in the western part of the country to find pitching because offense is just so great here. But he's trying, especially last year and this year with the bats, he's starting to find some pitching, and that's why I feel like his teams are really good at the end of the year.
Sheer, what surprised you most about Chip Hale?
I don't think anything surprised me. I think his ability to recruit, I guess. His ability to land good players. Because, again, he's an older dude. I know he's experienced in Major League Baseball, but baseball recruiting is also different. It's a different animal than any other of these sports with the pro thing and all that. But I think just his ability to recruit and retain players in this day and age is impressive when you have SEC schools that could just write a check and basically get whoever they want.
Basically, yeah.
No, exactly. All right. All right, everybody out there, go to Little Caesars. 15% off any online order. Save 15. Our code LCFREECC. Free crazy combo with any pizza purchase. Dylan, you're a natural on air. This was a lot of fun, man. And you know your stuff.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. Mike, I've been listening to you since the 1290 days. Yeah, I love you on the post game shows with Glenn Howell's another family friend of ours, and then Jason, my dad sends your articles all the time to me, and he loves you. So it's an honor being on this show with you guys.
No, it's absolutely we're gonna have you on again. You are a natural. You're very good there, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, for the great Dylan Kaiser. For Jason Shear, I am merely Mike Luke. We'll be back with you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Everybody in the comments, you guys are the best. Talk to you soon. TTFN.